Hey everyone, Will from Electric, and today we're checking out Toro's battery electric 2-stage snowblower. In this video, you're gonna get my complete review. Let's jump right in. First of all, this thing is a beast. It's really big. So if you don't have a big garage to put it in, I probably wouldn't get one of these. But if you do push a lot of snow, or it snows a lot where you're at, I would definitely consider one of these. But just keep in mind that it is really big. There is a little bit of assembly required, which I will show you guys right here. Now, what makes this different from the other Toro snowblower is this second stage. So of course you have this big, huge metal first stage in the front that helps gobble up the snow, but this second stage is so important. The second stage pushes the snow up and out the chute, which really limits the amount of times that it gets clogged because you have this turning in the background in addition to the first stage. Now, also you have three battery slots. So 1, 2, and 3 down here. Really impressive. A lot of power, but I will say the third battery is optional. It only comes with two 7.5 amp hour batteries. So you can upgrade it to 3, but I really wouldn't unless you really are going to be using this a ton. The tires on this were awesome, and I'll show you how they perform. There was a ton of traction when I was using this in the snow. I would say it's about 1 digit thick of the finger. And the headlight on this was actually really useful. I really liked it. I thought it was a little gimmicky, but man, is this thing bright. It is an LED headlight, and when I was actually throwing snow, it was a little dark out, and using this actually lit the way really well, so nice to have that. You also get this little ice pick, and then here are the 2 batteries, the 7.5 amp hour batteries, and then also 2 chargers. So that is what comes standard, and again, you can upgrade to the 3 batteries. So these clip in just like that, and of course, if you have other batteries in the Toro lineup, then you can go and use those other batteries, because that's what's great about this Toro 60 volt, the Flex Force line. All of the batteries work together. Even this 2.5 amp hour battery, super tiny one. And yes, I did test it. You can actually run this, not for very long, but you can run it on a fully charged 2.5 amp hour battery, so the smallest battery that they make. When you turn it in, turn the keys, the headlight does come on, and then you also get, you saw those blue lights quickly where it tells you how much power is in each of the batteries. Now you can see here, I'm messing around with the controls a little bit, and when you turn it on, man, that second stage hums and spins so rapidly and really is able to launch snow. It is able to launch snow really far. Now, on the control side, they did add from the prototype in my last video, which I'll put a card up in the corner here, which I did get to test out the prototype for Toro, and they did add a little safety switch here. So when you release it, you do have to depress that down a little again. Is a little bit annoying, but I got used to it really quickly. So no big deal there. Now on the other side, you do have the wheels. So that operates the wheels going forward and backward, no safety switch on that. And here's your joystick here, which works really smoothly and does a great job in terms of ease of use and turning it. I would say that this joystick though is pretty standard among these bigger 2-stage snowblowers. Most of them are gasoline powered. Now they do have heated hand grips, which I thought was really nice because I just wore like some light gloves, and so it was more comfortable to operate the machine, but the hand grips kept it really warm for me. Really, this thing is easy to use. This is some heavier snow here, and it's really clumpy and heavy, and there is some slush in there, but it's doing a great job. This is actually pushed from my driveway down here, or thrown from my driveway down here, and you can see how it's just tackling right through all that deep compacted snow. So it's doing a great job there. Now you can see when I go out to the other part that is only like 4 or 5 inches, it's able to really easy clear through that. So it does leave a little bit behind, much like most snow blowers this size. You do get like that, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. And you can hear it running right there. So it's actually running the snow blower, and that's something internal. I don't know if it's like warming up the motor or something like that, but that's constantly, every time you have the key turned. And you can see it is bogging down just a hair on this bigger snow. And again, I'm kind of torture testing this because I'm blowing it into itself. So it's getting thicker and thicker for the snowblower. Now, if you haven't used a snowblower like this or a snowblower this big before, don't be intimidated. I found it was really easy to use. I have used machines like this before that were gasoline powered, so it's nice to see that we do have a couple different options in terms of getting the same power. I'm convinced this is the exact same power that I would get out of a gasoline power 2-stage snowblower, but I don't have to use any gasoline, and this is strictly battery powered. So really excited to see how Toro utilizes this same powerful 60-volt system in even more powerful outdoor power tools. Now I'm going to put a card up here in the corner, and that is the playlist that I have, and that's the playlist for all their 60-volt line that I have tested on this channel. So feel free to go check those review videos out. Now, this thing is impressive. So if you get a lot of snow, I would definitely consider this. This would be at the top of my list. Of course, another very popular one is the Ego, but for me, it's really hard to recommend the Ego because it really depends on what system that you're in. Unfortunately, unlike gasoline, batteries are not universal. So if you have Toro stuff, you're probably going to get this Toro snowblower. If you have Ego stuff, you're probably going to get the Ego snowblower. So unfortunately, there's not a universal system, and I don't see why a company would sign up to make that, because then you could just, get one tool from here, one tool from there. They kind of force you into buying all their tools because you have the most expensive part, which in these electric tools is the battery. Now you guys can see here just what a beautiful job it's doing. It's able to clear the sidewalk in just 2 passes. Now I am overlapping just a little bit, but it's easily able to clear this whole sidewalk again in just 2 passes. So really impressive. You can see that we have maybe 4, maybe 5 inches of snow here, and it is absolutely no problem for this snowblower. It is easily gobbling up the snow and shooting it out really far. Now I do have the chute turned pretty tight, so if you do find it clogging up, you just want to turn that chute up a little bit higher, and I found that it will not clog out as much. So you can see that it is just doing a phenomenal job in terms of clearing the sidewalk here. Now that you guys saw it throw some snow, something else I want to mention is, as impressive as that footage was, it's actually negative 14 degrees out. So it is below 0 out. And you saw not once did this thing get clogged. Not once have I used a little ice pick. That second stage makes a huge difference and is phenomenal. I was so impressed with the performance of this. The tires slipped not at all. The chute was working perfectly. There's absolutely no clogs. Again, kudos to Toro. You can tell that they've been doing this for a long time. This is so impressive. This machine is phenomenal. Now let's talk about price. So this retails for $1,799. That is with the 2 7.5 amp hour batteries. So I think that is a steal, especially because you don't have to mess with oil changes. You don't have to mess with anything. And that is a really great price for this quality of machine. If you want to buy one of these, check the link down below in the description. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Share this video with a friend, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As always, see you in the next one. Everybody's
wanna be that someone on the screen at last. They ain't looking inside for their needs in life. They wanna be liked by everybody in sight. But trust me, being free ain't spotlights. No, it's long nights and it's long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind